but I am actually a web designer and I work specifically with professional speakers. So I heard about you. Yes. So I've been like trying to like slowly get into your circle, but I worked as an event planner for 8 years, hired speakers, didn't hire speakers for some reason. Was you an event planner? I don't do event planning anymore. No, I'm like, because I run this business and I've been on this business for 5 years now.
Oh, like event planning. I'm like, anytime I hear that, I'm like,
There's like 2 people here that do like events. But yeah, so I brought like my network into my business, and yeah, that's been really helpful. And right now I'm like having the best quarter of my career, which is great. I guess more of my question, why I wanted to sit down with you, was obviously you work with people who are building their brand and their like line. I know you maybe more social media than most site, but I was wondering if you see people who are trying to build their career have access see you at that, or if like they just don't rely. I guess sometimes I feel like it's harder to explain to someone the value of how they go line presence, but obviously SB website.
so see, are people struggling with their website and like their presence online?
So people will, when they come to me, and it's usually the people that don't hire me are like, they're not ready to put an investment towards their website, or they say, oh, I do everything case to case before and I don't do line stuff. So that's where I'm kind of running through the Bible.
Yes. Okay. Got you. Totally understands. So that's because there's a certain, so particularly with speakers, there's a certain level that they're at. So if somebody says that they don't need a website and they're just all new referrals, I feel like they're a beginning speakers. They're not trying to get to the next level of being like a sought after East. So they probably get speaking gigs and they're cool on the referral network and stuff, but they're not really actively promoting themselves, and they're not kind of looking to level up. They just
Yeah, they're usually in like an agency, and I think the agency is doing all the marketing for them. It's based off of agency, DM. They might create a director for a speaking agency as well. So I did their website. He was like, just keep you. So they're either in an agency or they're starting out and they're like, just kind of be scrappy, or they're in like their 50s and 60s and they're saying, I've built this business without that. I don't eastbound. So I guess part of me is just wondering how you would word hey, this is really important because I don't know if I come off. So
what's the investment for the website?
For me personally, it's if you want to hire it to start, and that's kind of like your typical 5-page website has a meeting pad, which is a 6-page website.
And what if somebody invests in that? What will like?
You will get. We start on a Monday. We end on a Friday. So your website in a week. 90 minutes on the Monday, the strategy poll. So I'm asking you as if I'm an event planner all these questions. I go A, write copy, either design, and we launch it. So they're getting a home about contact, a speaking page, an additional page, because usually that either a coach or they have 2 speaking morning seats that we should be splitting them up. Like if you're a college speaker and a profit speaker, those should be different pages. Yeah, so that's
more easy. And then what do I get? Like, let's say the website's done. Okay.
Then after that, there's 2 months of maintenance, and so I'm just kind of checking in, like, hey, how'd it go? Like, how's it working for you? Have you shared it with anyone? Gotten any feedback? Do you want to make any comments? And then I do a couple of social media clips for them to launch the site. So like a little bit of a, hey, go check this out. Then they might go on a maintenance plan, because I'm usually hosting their website, because it's WordPress. So I usually have most of them on like a small monthly coin payment. And then usually people will come back to me in a year or two and have changes. Like, my business grew. Now I have the keynote, expanding each other.
Okay. And for that person, what do they, so after they get this website, they get the maintenance, the social admins, all that stuff, what happens to emphasis?
It depends on how much they promote it. So the people that promote it more, as you can tell, I guess, their business like works out. I've had, I worked with a former NFL player who was made about $125 a year from just speaking, and then literally in 18 minutes after the last Tuesday, they had $100,000 make 2 months each.
Also, is that through those because of the website or a piece of.
He says it's a big part of it because we did like total clarity, like strategy session, you know.
So I can already tell you, like just the way you're talking about it, as far as I was looking for you to tell me what was transformation.
Yeah.
Because all the and I know I still welcome price, so maybe you were going, okay, and we just tell them like yes, there. But I'm looking for if I'm going to spend this, so that's why you're getting some resistance with that after this. And then if you just tell me what you get inside it, don't know what the transformation is.
Yeah.
And to be honest, in my experience, we'll stick it. If you want to get to the next level, you have to have the basic. There's no negotiation.
So I wouldn't hire people because their website looked like an obituary or a resume.
Yeah.
Like
Even like, and I love that you had the example of somebody that is a celebrity or has influence already. Even those people obsessed. Unless you're like, I'm got to get an influence where you're just going to get buffed like literally no matter what. There's all your promotion and stuff is on media websites and, articles or promotion on social media and all that stuff. But even then, like when you really get on the brass tacks, it is like a speaker is still going to want to have some representation who you are, what do you speak about, and what do you do. So you are highly needed, but you're only needed when a speaker wants to defend itself. So that's all. The other thing is the clarity. A lot of speakers are just doing the lame and speaking to the speaker, and they don't have the clarity. Plus those houses with their audiences, and that's where the website will help define. And then the transformation piece is also to get more revenue. So if you're charging, let's say, in between $1,500 and $500, that's typically the time. If you're trying to get to 10, you need a website. You start to get 7,500, 10, 15 per speech. We need a website. So that's the thing. So if somebody's like, hey, I'm trying to get into 10. Now the transformation is like, hey, you want to get to $3,000 a speech? You have to look like a 10K. Yeah, you got to look at the 10K speech. And that's what you need. So I think adding those pieces, even some elements of that in the pitch of when you're talking about the website, and less about, because to be honest, like, that means the 50-year run rate is not that big of an investment. Because if I'm looking to
no, they need to get ROI in one speech because then they have a website that's pretty much good for file plus checks. So your instant ROI is actually for your funds in real one speech.
And I do say that like when I try one to call with people.
Wait. Okay. And then share testimonials, social feeds that new.
I got that. Yeah, I have like someone got booked 24 hours after launch specifically because their website. They doubled their rates specifically.
So we don't do websites. I'd be used to. And you work at Jared Gush. He's a Groove Variable. And we built this whole brand and put a website. And literally right after the website launch, he got booked for something he was trying to get with like Boys and Girls Club. So, he's like, so I know for 100%. And we always recommend when they're trying to get into that next level, you have to be a speaker to website. So there's probably work that we could do even just like full business true. Yeah. But the pitch is like, you got to cite that first version. Pretty stable. Don't even, to be honest, not even embarrassed. But that's that. And I mean, it's cool and it's going to look cool once I see, but that clarity. And like, I'm trying to get to that next level. And if you want to be like next level speakers, you got to have the website. You can't get on a speakers bureau without a website. That's also the other thing I tell people like, hey, I got you next as a speaker bureaus. But you got to meet qualifications. So you got to have a good speakers. So that way they can market you. You don't have a website? The man I have on. All right. Once. Come on, let's get like, here's little things you ain't neither. You have to have a speaker here. I'll be not promoted. So, yeah, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. I just think that transformation is
Just keep one really hard.
you got it. Yeah. Just keep our she. The bourbon are about
He told me to connect here. Somebody told me to connect here. I forgot where it was.
And now the test shout.
Forgot. I don't know if it was Jamie White or
Probably. It might have been Junior. But she told me it'll always be. I love it. She's just like out of the country and she's just like stood in random conversation.
awesome. So, yeah, hopefully that was helpful.
That was helpful.
We'll see you.
I think it's always good to hear someone else say things that you know. So.
Yes, and yeah, speakers need you. I mean, they're always going to need you and to get to the next level. But the people that are not charging us right now, they're just not. To be honest, I would either put up like some messaging with what their proposal. Like if you're just not there yet, that's cool. Like
Well, you go up and do your thing, but if you're trying to get to the next level, trying to be that should be it should be a 10K steeper. This is unique. So, and then it also will be helpful for probably like people like myself and other people out in my network for like other resources or partners that you also connect as speakers to. So that way, if they get the website, they're like, oh yeah, you need that speaker radar? I got this person. You need, the level of the personal branding and really get out there. Hey, I got this person. Hey, you need somebody to write that book for you because we're ready to finally get DNR. That's simple. Like you need to start building that. I don't know what you already have, but if you add that ecosystem, it further makes you a great destination because you can really promise that they're going to get to that 10 down.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not there selling for that. So you can't like promise, but I know that if you do these things, the likelihood of you getting 10K each was a lot. So having partnerships and then also that referral business right back to yours.
Yeah.
I mean,
Quickest shit. What do you think about the price?
Don't think it's too bad. Especially if there's like a payment structure, if it's half up front or
fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Feel like it's pretty good. I feel like it's pretty good, especially for some maybe weasel.
You can get 3 or 6 months. It's great based on me for like a 4 to 6 months. Yeah.
Very big.
Or they just did a blood for some year, like ours. Yeah, ours.
Yeah, anyway, it reminds us.
And I'll send an email as well.
Yeah, once you gotta do a follow up, I think there's other things to see.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's very good to you in person.
And thanks